Good evening, everyone. Tonight we bring you a story that's not just about basketball. It's about heart, grit, and the kind of determination that defines legends. This is the journey of Jimmy Butler, the newest shining star of the Golden State Warriors in 2025. Born in Houston, Texas, Jimmy Butler's life didn't start easy. In fact, by the age of just 13, his world was already falling apart. His father walked out on the family, leaving young Jimmy without the kind of guidance and security most kids his age needed. And if that heartbreak wasn't enough, shortly after, his own mother, overwhelmed by resentment and hardship, made a decision that would change his life forever. She kicked him out of the house. Homeless, frightened, and still just a boy, Jimmy Butler found himself with nowhere to go. But here's where the magic of Jimmy's story begins. Because even when the world seemed to have given up on him, Jimmy Butler refused to give up on himself. Living on couches, sleeping wherever he could, Jimmy found refuge in something pure: sports. At first, he loved football and passionately cheered for Brazil when it came to soccer. But as his body grew and changed during his teenage years, basketball began calling his name. It wasn't easy. Nothing in Jimmy's life ever was. But there was something about the game, the rhythm, the fight, the need for endurance, that fit him like destiny. A family friend, recognizing Jimmy's spirit and talent, opened their home to him. It wasn't just a roof over his head, it was a lifeline, it was hope, it was a new beginning. From there, Jimmy poured every ounce of himself into the game. At Tyler Junior College, he didn't just play, he dominated. In his very first game, he dropped a jaw-dropping 35 points, making it impossible for anyone to ignore him anymore. But still, the road wasn't easy. It never is for those meant for greatness. Marquette University's assistant coach, Buzz Williams, saw something special. Maybe it wasn't raw skill yet, maybe it wasn't fame, but it was fire. It was heart. Williams took a chance on Butler, and Jimmy grabbed that opportunity like a man drowning reaching for the surface. At Marquette, Jimmy wasn't a star at first. He had to fight for minutes. He sat behind Wesley Matthews, a future NBA player. The practices were brutal. The nights were long. Many times Jimmy thought about quitting. But every time that thought crossed his mind, he remembered what he had survived. Sleeping on floors. Being told he wasn't wanted. Living without a home. No practice was going to break Jimmy Butler. And sure enough, after Matthews left for the NBA, Jimmy stepped into the spotlight. In his final college season, he averaged an impressive 15.7 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 2.3 assists per game. Not just numbers, but proof that he belonged. In 2011, after what felt like an eternity, Jimmy Butler heard his name called in the NBA draft. 30th overall pick by the Chicago Bulls. It wasn't the first pick. It wasn't even the first round of guys everyone was buzzing about. But that night, Jimmy Butler became a professional basketball player. And once again, he didn't just show up. He showed out.
Ow.
From the Bulls to the Timberwolves, the 7Xers, and then the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler kept writing his story, one fearless chapter at a time. 6-time NBA All-Star, 5-time NBA All-Defensive Team selection, an Olympic gold medalist. Jimmy Butler built a career that didn't just command respect, it demanded it. And now, here in 2025, the story takes another unbelievable turn. Jimmy Butler, after carrying the Miami Heat from the 8th seed all the way through the bloodbath of the NBA, play-in tournament, then battling to the NBA Finals, through sheer will and unmatched heart, has joined the Golden State Warriors. Yes, you heard that right. Jimmy Butler is now a Warrior. What a debut it's been. In his very first playoff game wearing the Warriors jersey, Butler exploded for 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists, electrifying the Chase Center crowd and sending a clear message to the rest of the league. I'm here to win, game after game. Jimmy's presence has been magnetic. In the Western Conference Finals, he averaged 29.5 points per game, while also locking down some of the league's best scorers on defense. His performance reminded everyone why Jimmy Butler, ice and tea, just a player. He's a force of nature. In a critical Game 5 against the Nuggets, with the series tied 2-2, Butler took over. Down by 10 points at halftime, Jimmy put the team on his back. He scored 18 points in the third quarter alone, finishing the game with 41 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. Warriors fans, who were once unsure about this new era after the fading of the old dynasty, are now believers once again. Jimmy Butler has reignited the flame, and it's not just his scoring. Butler's tenacity on defense, his leadership in the locker room, and his absolute refusal to quit have transformed the Warriors. Young players like Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody have found new gears to their games, inspired by Jimmy's work ethic and fire. Steve Kerr, speaking after a recent win, said it best. Jimmy's not just a player, he's a culture. He's the guy who changes everything. And in the 2025 NBA Finals, Jimmy is once again writing his legend. Through the first 3 games of the Finals, he's averaging 31 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists per game, with a staggering 52% shooting from the field. He's playing through injuries, a bruised wrist, a strained calf, but you would never know it watching him out there. He's diving for loose balls. He's clamping down defensively. He's willing the Warriors toward another championship banner. For Jimmy Butler, this isn't just about winning a ring. It's about everything he's fought for. Every couch he slept on. Every night he wondered where he would be tomorrow. Every person who told him he wasn't good enough. This is personal. Tonight, as we watch the Golden State Warriors and Jimmy Butler chase history, we're not just witnessing basketball excellence. We're witnessing a story that reminds us all. No matter where you come from, no matter how many times life knocks you down, if you have the heart to keep getting back up, nothing can stop you. Jimmy Butler, the homeless teen from Houston, is now on the doorstep of being an NBA champion with one of the greatest franchises in basketball history. And folks, judging by the fire in his eyes, by the way he's playing every possession like it's life or death, he's not leaving without that trophy. No matter what happens, Jimmy Butler has already proven something far more important than how many points he scores or how many trophies he wins. He's a champion of life. And that, my friends, is a story worth celebrating. Stay tuned, because Jimmy Butler's story, it's far from over. And here is the key takeaway from the channel. Delve into financial education to enhance your quality of life. Within the financial market, explore bonds and shares, particularly focusing on real estate investment trusts, which offer the potential for passive income. Engage with this responsibly and consider reputable investment brokerages worldwide.